I rise to support the Finance Bill 2026. Madam, I do so as the member from Dakshina Kannada constituency that combines enterprise with patriotism, trade with service, and ambition with discipline. Madam, ours is a coastal district, a region that is always sworn by the idea of being Atmanirbhar and also putting the nation first. Madam, we understand that the first rule of nation building is strengthening its economy. Madam, the strong nation needs sound finances, steady reform, and a leadership that can think beyond the next election. Ma'am, this is precisely the reason why I say that this bill deserves the support of this House. The economic direction of this government, led by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and under our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, has been very clear. That is, grow but grow responsibly, reform but reform with purpose, invest in the future but not at the cost of fiscal control. Madam, our budget exactly does this. For the financial year 26-27, the total expenditure is estimated at about 53.5 lakh crore, while the net tax receipt is at about 28.7 lakh crore, the capital expenditure is 12.2 lakh crore, and the fiscal deficit is 4.3% of GDP. Madam, this combination tells India and the world that we are still building and growing aggressively, but not recklessly. I must say that this is in spite of the geopolitical constraints and the economic issues which are happening across the world, Madam. Madam Speaker, one of the most transformative reforms which has happened in this era has been the GST. And we must speak honestly on this issue, Madam. When the GST was introduced, the traders and small businesses had real anxieties. There were transition pains, there were compliance challenges, there was uncertainty. But it is because of the strength of this government and our Honorable Prime Minister that it did not abandon reform at the first sign of difficulty, Madam. Madam, discipline requires difficult decisions and compassionate implementation, and our government has precisely done that. It listened, improved the system, rationalized process, and stayed the course. Madam, I must say that today GST is one of the strongest pillars of India's formalizing economy. In the recent GST 2025 GST Council decisions, the GST Council has taken a very important step of reducing GST on wide range everyday use items, household articles, especially on life-saving drugs, and also GST has been exempted from individual life insurance and individual health insurance policies. Madam, this is the difference between a rigid tax regime and a responsive one. Our government under Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has always evolved, has taken decision which is evolved in favor of ordinary Indians, Madam.